Hello, hello, hello. Good morning and welcome. You are on the mountain with Rick, and it is time for New Game Tuesday. But first, coffee. That cup, however, is empty. This pot, however, is not. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. And voila. Welcome, 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 welcome. We don't actually have a new game lined up right now, but we do have some new things going on in some of our current games, like this right here. Your attack number is lowered by 1. Upgrade your stats or fight a boss or perform a quest to restore it. What the fuck? I never heard of no shit like that before. Oh, hey, look at that. Boom! We just hit Kevin. Let's see how much we got from him. 5.3. I will take it. Thank you, Kevin, for not claiming yo shit. Alrighty. Boom, another 110. What are you doing all the way up here? 1.5. Well, shit, that's a hell of a roll. I do remember Junos. Junos used to be a very loyal watcher. As long as he was winning shit. $1.713. God damn, that's some shit rolls right there. Alright, come on. Give me something good. Give me something good. Hey, hey, hey. Alrighty, 7.8. 7.8. I'll take it. That is much better than we've been doing. Thank you for that. Do I get to hit Hilda, or are we out of attacks? It's starting to feel like we're out of attacks. I should have paid more attention. Yep, we are indeed out of attacks. So we're going to claim. Alright, we do have an error here. My attack number is lowered by 1. What? That is not okay. I mean, cool that they're about to add colonies. Like, that's what I actually wanted to talk about and look into. So let's go take a look at this wiki. And in the meanwhile, let's make sure that we have Taco Brigade active. Don't want to be wasting time on that. Gotta collect that shing, you know what I'm saying? Execution now. Come on, just chop that motherfucker's head off. let's go to Peak Monsters and let's have a look, see if they've got a fucking post about it. Because I bet they do. TerraCore. Yeah, we'll just go to TerraCore. Okay, I hope short devlog. We had a bunch of community discussion in Discord this weekend following the latest release, and I think we've come to a good balance on all of the feedback. Here is the new check for the mine rate. You can see it is much larger. In short, we have made changes to when and how the mine rate decay starts. It will not only start to decay after 5 days of inactivity have passed. Many users stated they should not be impacted before they have even had to do the next upgrade or action. I agree with this. Attacks will now also start to decay at -1 every 5 days. You might ask why? Well, it's simple. There are some bots in the game that are not doing anything past a certain point. It's not that we are not bot friendly, we actually are, but a bot that is sitting at the same levels and not progressing is a net negative. The largest negative is not what you think. It's actually a grief to the new player experience. When a new player joins and starts leveling, they may have hundreds of bots slightly above them, and that player is now their main target. Hundreds versus one. It takes longer to level up, and they are constantly under attack barrage from the bots. I've also added another reset to the activity cooldown. It will now also be reset when you purchase a crate from the store using scrap. We have also added a new swap feature using the keychain, new swap service API. This is a third-party service and may have fees now or in the future included in the service, but we wanted to add it to the user-facing interface to make the experience easier for the players not as familiar with the Hive ecosystem. Okay. Alright, so you now have to upgrade shit every 5 days, or you start losing attack power and mining power also. I did not see that on the mining power. Let's, I mean, I'm already at a point where I really can't upgrade every 5 days. Well, I guess I could with engineering. But I really don't want to upgrade engineering constantly. I like where I'm at, having my defense way higher than my engineering, because it means I get hit a lot less. Okay, I don't know how the fuck I got hit for 20. Oh, I didn't claim before I went to work. Fucking dumbass. Well, shit, that hurt. Lesson learned. But was it really? We need to refill because I lied about the cup being empty. We actually had some cream in there. And we had a bunch. Coffee was way... Oh, well, that coffee is also just flat out way too fucking light. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I want to find out what colonies are. 5 days ago. Alright. Hello, fellow citizens. Hello, fellow citizens. I'm back and ready to build. Had a very long trip and amazing honeymoon. Thank you for everyone's patience while we enjoyed this special moment in my life. Now it's back to building, and we are not wasting any time. And this week we have a bunch of new content and game enhancements to show you. Well, congratulations. I don't actually know who is the dev of TerraCore. Okay, as you can see, there's a new look to the planet landing page. It now shows all the planets available and the costs. These have been updated to make it more fun and universal. We have also added a Start Planet TerraCore with the legendary Sandworm boss. This is for newer players who want to experience bosses at a lower cost. We also have 2 brand new planets to the world of TerraCore with exciting new bosses to fight. Naptolith and Solizer. Planets are now gated by level, so... Hey, what's good, Bob J? Welcome, welcome. Planets are now gated by level, so in order to fight certain bosses, you need to have a ship and meet the player level requirement listed in the UI, as opposed to having a minimum amount of scrap burned. When you scan a planet, it now brings you to a boss page on the planet you choose, where you can see all the stats of a boss, including all the drop rates for that boss. Idle player decay. Okay, so this is mine rate, and my mine rate is not lowered. It's my fucking attack and my my attack stat and my number of maximum attacks. I'm 7 instead of 8. Things are pretty good. I'm doing all right, and work is going pretty steady. Finally got my memorial tap from my dad. At least started. It's pretty sick. I'm pretty stoked about it. A little bit of infection at the bottom of it. Got some other wounds with some infections as well. Fighting off a whole lot of infections. But, other than that, things are pretty fucking gravy. How are you? We have made some code changes to how the mine rate is calculated, adding a time decay to inactive players. This affects all players as of today's release. Alright, so how long is this? For every 24 hours that has passed since the last upgrade, remove 1% from the mine rate in a loop. Each player has a timestamp, last upgrade time, attached to their player, and for every 24 hours that have lapsed, 1% is reduced from your mine rate. This decay is temporary and can be reset anytime the player does one of the following: level up a skill, fight a boss, or start a quest. Yeah, I definitely have not seen you around much, but I kind of just chalked it up to I haven't seen much of anybody lately. Like, my channel's been pretty dark, so I'm very glad to see you as I go completely off camera, lol. So, yeah, sorry to hear that things have not been going so rosily for you, but I'm glad to see you back, and hopefully things are turning around for you. And that's part of why you're hopping back on Twitch and saying hello. And definitely glad to have you back as well. So, welcome back, man. If there's anything I can do to help, if you need someone to talk to, let me know. If you want to hop up in voice, I am in the voice channel on the Discord. And as always, you are welcome to join. Overall, this update is served as a few things. The community feedback is number one. We have heard tons of people ask to tackle zombie players that are no longer playing but still mining, and targets at the lower levels that farms can easily attack for scrap. This also helps someone to mitigate bot farms that are not 100% participating in the game with the intent to play. Overall, this is another update to not attack bots, as we support the right to play the game however you enjoy it, but it puts the players first, the ones who want to build a character, climb the leaderboards, and explore the TerraCore universe. We hope we can continue to build a game that is balanced for everyone and fun to come back to and explore. 3 shrinks on the go to short life. There you go. I really need to get back to 1 because I'm currently at 0 and it's not helpful. These changes are active now. We would like to remind you that the game is still in its alpha beta phase and we are constantly making changes and improvements to ensure that it is the best possible experience for all players. As such, we appreciate your feedback and input, and we encourage you to continue to share your thoughts with us. Thank you for your understanding and support as we work to create the best possible game for everyone. Well, if you ever feel like shitpost scrolling, I think Bang Meme will get you the link to this meme community here. And there is at least one person posting every single day. And there's a pretty good backlog that is more than one person. As you can see, we've got some content. Oh, did it actually reach the bottom? Yep. Well, I have completely made an exit from that one that you're probably thinking of right now. I am no longer associated with them in any way. Have sold everything. Everything except for one card. I did keep one card because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to sell it anyways. And it was the last thing that I put together. And honestly, I thought I might have actually been the only person who ever maxed that card out. But I did see another one on the market, and I was not willing to accept what it was for sale for. So I still have that one card. But I got rid of everything else. Unstaked everything, sold everything. Did a final blog post about it, and I haven't even mentioned that name on this stream since. What am I doing here? I am going to do the Halloween mission again. Why the fuck not? I have one of each of the cards, I think. Yo, yo, walk the grid. What's good? Welcome, welcome. We are talking about some of the changes to TerraCore. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. You know what I can do for you, though? If you are still playing... Correct account? The one card I still own. Well, maybe that'll help you out a little bit. Probably not, but it's a good option to have. And on that note, let's actually go ahead and start doing our faucet dive. I'm not at all happy with this coffee right now. Not even a little bit. All right, Takeo. Yeah, fucking love y'all both being here and actually having some fucking conversation. I have missed this. And hopefully Kevin will be raiding in shortly and then joining the voice chat. One of these days, that's actually going to get up to the point where we're claiming a whole wax, and that's cool. Of course, that is multiple days worth of building up right there, so I'm not saying that day is going to come anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? That'll be the day when I take it all out and start over. Let's stop recording because it looks like we are about to start having problems. Let's withdraw all. 114 shit. Go swap. Put Shing in the taco. Wanna taco about it? And then we're gonna put shit in the tacos. Like Taco Bell does about it. Right. Yee. One NFT, two mining incomes. I'll open that in another tab. Yes, how about you just fucking cooperate and you just fucking go to shit. Yay! It's working! We got 444 shit to put into tacos. Someone must have ate some cheese last night. Giggity. I actually did make a snack out of an entire fucking package of provolone because we stopped using provolone at work and still had half a block of provolone, so I have a lot of motherfucking provolone. 1,000 wax. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not gonna be doing that one, thank you. Sure, it's actually probably fucking amazing at that price. But, I ain't got it. Alright, got no aqua for fucks. But I can damn sure fucks to rogue. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go fucks to rogue that way. Fucks to rug. I guess we're gonna go fucks to rug that way. Quacks to wax. No, I'm gonna sell the THC. Fucks to wax. I don't really play much of anything on wax, but I love LPs. Wax, Hive, don't matter. Hey, that's all it takes though. As long as you're collecting, like it continues to build. That's what I like about LPs as opposed to like games and shit like that. Like it and staking. Like you don't have to sign in every day to collect. You just have to do that if you want to compound it, which of course I do. But like that's a mining network is another one kind of like that. Like of course I haven't been able to make anything work on mining network in a little while. And I can't actually recommend it to anybody for any reason. Like it's a they've rugged twice, and it is currently in a state of absolutely non-development. And for about I don't know if it's quite a month yet, but it's been at least a couple of weeks where every time I try and collect my rewards, I get this error. So it has not been working for a while. And the ETK is not actually sellable. So that 4 that I have, thankfully, I mean, I didn't buy any. I just staked BTK for it. But they're also not putting out any new ASICs or anything like that. Like this class 22 is the highest that it'll ever go. Or no, I think they're at like class 26 or something like that, 25. Because that was not actually the highest when it was given to me, and then they did a couple of more after that, and then... Okay, what is going on here? You are running. Alright, that is that. That is that. Okay, faucets. Alright, that is actually all of them. Okay then. We do not have 33 wax to be able to get one of these, unfortunately, much as I would love to. Okay, we don't need you open anymore. We definitely don't need you open on stream. Here, let's go collect our points here. Claim credits. I've been getting a whole lot of not what I described out of this What the fuck? You're not giving me wall of ice anywhere here. You're also not giving me fucking tundra. You're giving me ice flows. Although I am going to use this one. We are going to switch to Dragon Memories. I'm going to go on a bit of a liking spree. Wait, how have I already liked all of these? I do not understand. Oof, sick kids. Sorry to hear it, man. Good luck with that. Hope they get well soon. Yo, 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 what's good, Prime Yacht Media? Welcome, welcome. How y'all doing? Welcome to the mountain. What is good? You hopping up into voice there, Kevin? There he is. What is good, motherfucker?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, hello.
Hello. Do you hear me?
Yeah, it's like there's this ridiculously high level of continuity from the raid to the.
I know, right?
It's like my voice is still here. But yeah, no, these lovely folks and I. Shout out to Panda, to Viz, for Noise. We just coded Bagels, which is a number guessing game originally created by Al Sveinhardt. It was fun. It worked.
Cool. Working is always good.
Yeah, it is. Now I'm just sending some prizes out.
So how long was your stream?
I think I saw it. If I noticed correctly, it went 55 minutes. I was intending it for it to go 45, so I went a little long, but I did show people how to use the online compiler, so that might have been why it went a little bit longer than I wanted.
That makes sense.
I try to keep the games, like the build, like a simple game streams. I want to keep them to 30 to 45 minutes. So otherwise I think it's less digestible.
Right.
Yeah.
You're definitely gonna have to put these in a playlist on YouTube, and
Yeah, no, that's the plan actually. They're already on YouTube. I just need to rename the channel because right now they're going to Kevin Duska, which is fine, but they're supposed to be going to Prime Yacht Coding or I don't know, something like that. Some name that's catchy and that people watch. I'm also gonna be starting to do some like wax tutorials on the stuff I know. Maybe if Viz is here, maybe Viz can come on and talk about tokenomics once, because he's taught me a lot about tokenomics lately. But I'm gonna basically do everything from like creating a wax wallet to creating like minting NFTs, like just basic tutorials. And the folks over at Wax are actually really cool about it. They sent me what do you call it, redemption codes for wallets for like all I did was like I asked Tommy for one, he sent me 10. I was like, well, that's fucking cool. So yeah, plan on making those tutorials. Might make them for Hive, I don't know. I like making learning content. I have not been to Meme Land in a while. I mean, I voted, but I haven't. For those of you who are joining us here with Rick, y'all can come over to Rick's meme community, and you can get paid basically for making memes. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat if that's okay with you. Well, I'm a mod.
Yeah, no, please do.
I'm a mod, motherfucker.
As a matter of fact, just try a bang meme.
Oh, did you set that up?
I think I did.
Okay. So Rick has a meme community on something called Peaked. Bang meme does not work.
Okay, well, you should make that work.
I'm not a mod on this account. I just realized either. But okay, let me just log into my own. So it's called Mountain Memes. It's on Peaked, which is on the Hive network. Let me drop that in the chat here. So basically, we make memes, and then we have voting power. So if I vote for your meme, you basically get a cent. But other people have like 10 cents of voting power. So like, you know, the average meme that's posted in here gets between like 12 and 25 cents just for posting a meme.
Bro, you keep saying cents. That is not cents. That is
sorry,
Hive.
It's Hive. Yeah, so it's like 0.3 of a cent. So between 3 and 8 to 9 cents. That sounds better, right?
Yes, that sounds more accurate because Shit, if it was fucking a dime per post, I'd be doing a hell of a lot better in my life.
Did I already post the link or not?
Yes.
I did. And if you want to, if you don't have a Hive account and you don't want to be fucked to play Splinterlands, and I don't personally recommend Splinterlands, if you go to the website and you click on Join Now, the middle tab here on Register, which I'll drop as a link as well, is onboard Hive for free. And they allow a certain number of free accounts to be created every day. I don't know if it resets. I mean, I'm not going to try it now because I don't need an account name. But you can get an account for free there, basically, without having to pay. So that's a cool way of doing it. You just go to the link I just put, and you use the Join Now and Onboard Hive free. So that's something to think about. But yeah, we'd love to have you in the meme community. This is kind of an anything goes. Well, I mean, not like outright racism, but like as dark as you want it.
Yeah, don't be a dick, but I mean, as long as it's funny. That's my rule, is as long as it's funny. And there's nothing that is truly off limits to a good joke, but there are some things that definitely set the bar a hell of a lot higher.
Yeah. I mean, a dead baby joke has a pretty low bar. A joke about a certain ethnic group, unless it's the Irish, has a really high bar, I'd say, kind of thing. But hey,
the bar is higher than that one right there. that works for the stream, but not for the community.
That's true. That's very true, actually. Now I'm sending out these mystery boxes I owe to Viz and Sman.
There are only two kinds of people I can't stand. Those who are intolerant of other people's cultures, and Canadians.
Don't fucking blame me. Us Canadians are fucking just asswipes.
We Canadians are a fucking group, to be sure.
Mm-hmm. Drinking that Molson and that Labatt, thinking ourselves better than everybody else.
But it's only because we are.
Yes.
So I think my tattoo's infected.
How do tattoos get infected?
The same way any other open wound in your body gets infected.
But the penetration of the tattoo needles, so...
Doesn't matter. It breaks the skin.
Oh, okay. So...
It is an open wound.
I hope it's okay to mention that you don't have health care, since America lacks the universality of that.
Yeah, because as much as I might actually be a Canadian, I'm kind of only technically a Canadian.
Right, but you live in America. What are you going to do for an infected tattoo?
Treat it myself, like I've been doing for my infected finger and my infected foot.
What, with polysporin, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like you do
Manuka honey, Neosporin, fucking alcohol, clean it.
What about like salt rinsing?
Yeah, that type of shit. No, I'm not actually salt rinsing, but yeah.
I salt rinse infected things. It fucking hurts, but it works. You've never salt rinsed an open wound?
No. Maybe I'll give it a shot, but...
It's probably better when someone else does it for you. So what are the symptoms of an infected tattoo?
Are you on the stream?
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't even... Really.
Actually, your face doesn't look too good either. Oh, I see that. Okay. Yeah.
And some of that is because it's actually, there's brown ink in there. But, yeah, no, it's definitely red and angry.
Yeah. That's a sweet tattoo, but it does look pretty infected. Damn, boy. Like, what if you went to, like, the ER with a fake ID? Would that have any chance of working?
They would not do anything.
What do you mean?
They would not do anything.
Oh, because they don't have an obligation to treat you under those circumstances?
No, I mean, they're like, I've had a nail go through my foot. gone to the ER for a tetanus shot, waited 3 hours, left without a tetanus shot, and then got a bill for $1,200 fucking dollars.
So the bill was for what?
For my time in the waiting room.
Jesus fuck. I went to the ER once when I was doing my PhD at Ohio State, but I had insurance. But I was really it was really lovely compared to a Canadian ER, but I was like really put off. But this was like the main university research medical whatever. But I was really put off by the fact that like within maybe 5 minutes of landing in the room, they asked me for a credit card for my copay. I was like, I can barely talk and I have a fever of like 41 degrees.
Yep.
Like,
No, honestly, the only thing I'm surprised about is that it took them 5 minutes, or that you got into a room without your credit card. Like, no, that is part of check-in.
Really?
Like, vital, yeah. Like, as they're taking, actually, honestly, you go to the ER, like, okay, this might not be most hospitals or all hospitals, but the last one that I fucking went to, and this is also a terrible hospital in general, but nah, that's all like, you go to check in before they send you to triage. Like, the door to the ER is actually fucking locked. You can't fucking get back there. You have to go check in, and then they will call the nurse to come and let you in for triage. So before any of that happens is financial information, checking your fucking, paying all of that. Before you even get in the fucking door, for them to start taking your fucking, like your pulse and your fucking blood pressure and fucking temperature and all of that shit. But like before you are even seen, unless like it's different if like the ambulance is bringing you in or like it. But yeah, anytime I've gone in where it's not like emergency, but it's like bad enough I gotta go to that's exactly how it is.
So when I went to,
of course, typically speaking, university hospitals are also much better than other hospitals.
Fair. But still, I'll say that when I went to, that was the only time I went to the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center for like an actual real thing. I mean, I went for an MRI at some point, like for like an emergency. I was put off by the fact that to get into the ER, I had to go through security and empty my pockets like at the airport and empty my bag. And they wouldn't let me bring my water bottle in, which was like a metal, like a 1 liter metal flask, because they said it could be used as a weapon.
That one's new, but also not particularly surprising.
You know, it's like weird. When we were driving from Montreal to Calgary, Meredith had a kidney stone. She was really sick in the hotel. Went to a hospital in Ontario, and you know, she shows her Quebec Medicare card, Medicare being like the public insurance program. And you know, they're like not super happy because Quebec will pay for your care, but not the doctor's fees. But all she had to do was like they wouldn't have treated her either way, like regardless. But she had to give 50. Like we had to pay $50, I think, on a debit card for like the doctor's consultation fee. But the rest was just still covered, and like they were really nice to her, and it's no problem. I mean, they kind of have to treat you if you walk in, even if you don't have a Medicare card. And if you lie to them well enough, like, yes, you could get treatment. What puts me off, though, well, hospitals these days is the opioid stuff, right? So when I fucked my finger up, needed 8 or 9 stitches in my thumb, and you go to the doctor, like I almost pass out while I'm getting the stitches because I sometimes get vasovagal, and I'm talking to this lady. She's a very nice lady, and I go to her. So what should I do for the pain? Because, it hurt. And she goes, I'm not giving you a prescription for this. I'm like, I'm like, I'm shocked for a second here. Like, I'm like, excuse me? And she goes, I'm not, hey, Hank.
Hey, what's good, Hank?
I'm not giving you painkillers for this. I'm like, ma'am, doctor, I was just asking if I should take ibuprofen or Tylenol. I'm sorry I didn't phrase it well enough for you. It's like, what kind of fucking attitude is that? Like,
Yeah.
I'm needing not. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's. They just automatically assume that everybody is fucking drug seeking no matter what, and that's another part of it. Like, I'm not saying that is the problem with the American healthcare system. No, that is a very small part of the problem with the American healthcare system, but it's definitely fucking there.
I try to avoid opioids if I can. I mean, I've had to take them for like teeth and stuff.
Yeah, I like to have some on hand, not for recreational use or anything like that. I've never taken painkillers recreational, but because sometimes my back starts acting up, and when it does, it acts up real hard, and when it does, Tylenol and ibuprofen ain't fucking touching it. Like, if it ain't narcotic, it's not even worth taking at that point.
And I mean, I'll be honest. I always have some on hand. I have fucking Demerol, like, and I have like muscle relaxants. I have like the whole kibosh, and I have taken it recreationally, very rarely, and only one. Just like, not in years, but like I never had the urge to like, just like fucking pop 10 of them. I just wanted to once in a blue moon feel the buzz. So pick one. Get a little high and just go about my day. But I can understand how they'd be addictive.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah. And that's why, like, I kind of gotta be strict on myself about, not taking them unless I fucking need one, because yeah, I can definitely see the addiction.
Yeah, no, I got you. I don't think I'm prone to that kind of addiction because it precludes me from like functioning at an optimal level. But I do like, because I would say that I have an addictive personality.
Oh, I 100% do. 1,000% do.
Like cigarettes, nicotine, coffee. I'm not addicted to cannabis, but I enjoy it.
No, it's definitely got a hold.
No, I mean I can go an extended period of time without toking. Like before 2015, I toked multiple times a day, every day. Now I toke when I want to. Like I don't think it has any control over me anymore. I think it did though, probably to a certain extent. Coffee and cigarettes are the worst though for me. And honest to God, sunflower seeds, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am legit. I think, like, I don't know if it's addiction or dependence, but sunflower seeds all the time. I wonder if you could really be addicted to sunflower seeds. I mean, it would be fine to be addicted to sunflower seeds if it wasn't for the
ridiculous amount of salt.
Exactly. See, I can't be fucked about the actual like taste of a sunflower seed. Meh, fine. I like it. It's nice and salty. But it's really like the ritual of it that's good for me. That I crave.
And you don't even do it right.
Oh, I fucking hate the people who just put the fucking pouch in their mouth. That's annoying.
That is the correct way to eat sunflower seeds, sir.
That's the correct way to eat sunflower seeds while you're playing baseball.
That is the correct way to eat sunflower seeds, sir. Period.
Not in Western Canada.
Well, maybe if you ate them that way, you wouldn't have them all strewn throughout your beard while you're live streaming.
Well, I don't really care about that though. See? So it's like, okay. I'm uncouth and unkempt, and more power to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not actually complaining. I'm just stating,
Yeah, I know. I mean, I could also just shave the beard, but don't particularly want to. Pearson.
Yeah, I would never tell you to do that.
Meredith is hinting that I should shape my beard better right now.
I mean, that if you want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not really your thing. Like,
I don't like having a bare face, especially heading into winter, you know? I don't know this book. What the fuck? I'm working on a project. A Canadian governmental publication. How Canadians Govern Themselves, published by Her Majesty the Queen. Oh, so this was published before she died. Okay.
or at least written.
No, published. Well, at least registered. It's so funny. Yesterday, I was streaming and Steve was in the audience. And I was starting the to build the inventory checklist, daily checklist tool that I think I told you about.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, I'm like asking the audience, like, what can we improve? And like Steven's giving me some good ideas, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, before we even show this to Rick, the first improvement has to be dark mode.
Yep. It's
Which
like you know me.
Yeah, no, I tried to do it live on stream, and I actually had all the right code that I just copy pasted from something, but I just fucked up the syntax of the button creation. So it's actually not the next thing I'm going to do. The next thing I'm going to do is add persistence, and then the second update, the third iteration, is going to be dark on it.
So when do you add payoffs?
What?
You're adding persistence. When do you add payoffs?
Oh, you're funny. I think the payoffs are based on your own use of the app and how that is modulated as a function of your life and neoliberal capitalism.
Oh, so it's a euphemism?
It's an app. Like, I'm planning on doing the whole iterative dev cycle for the app and then releasing it under an MIT license.
Why are you going to license it to the Massachusetts Institute of Technology?
I ain't. I'm just gonna let people use the code. Like, not like I'm reinventing the wheel. It's just no one's made one that I like. So, look, I've been searching up and down for one. I want it to have a daily checklist, multiple daily checklists in one app that you can sync on your phone and your desktop. And I want it to roll over at midnight and then send you either like display in another pane or send you an email of the task you did not complete, and I want it to give you like a daily cumulative and not daily but like a cumulative like completion rate for each task. Simple as that. Like Trello and Notion have parts of that built into it, but it's not the parts I fucking want.
Right.
Mm. So, fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yes. Very punk rock. Well, yeah. Finishing up the code to create persistence. Um, it's fine.
Like, you're a dog with a cup of coffee? It's fine?
No, like, it's fine. One of my notes on the checklist app is make it not ugly.
26 cycles of 7 days each.
Wait, what now?
26 cycles of 7 days each. To unstake 0.0000417 Lassie Cash.
Fuck me.
Half a fucking year.
What app is this again, you said?
That's Lassie Cash. Unstaking.
I don't think I know this app.
It's on Hive. It's not an app.
What's the link?
It's on Hive.
Right, I get. Oh, you mean it's a token?
Yes. I am unstaking it.
Yeah, I got you now. Now I'm following.
Now you're smelling what I'm stepping in?
Yeah. Why is it so fucking long to unstake it?
I have no fucking clue. That's what it is.
Jesus. And how much is the value of that?
0. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm unstaking it anyways, but that's just like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It makes me want to check that before I fucking stake anything. Even when it's worth nothing. Or even this one. CCC unstake takes 13 cycles of 7 days each.
Wow.
So I'm not going to stake that. I'm just going to go ahead and unstake the 0.27 that I already have staked. Huh, I actually have DEC. 0.043 of them.
You're a fucking rich man.
So I delegated out Wraith today. Bob Carr J came in early and was talking about how he's been gone for a little while and he's struggling to get back into things. I was like, you know what? I have one card left. Let me help you out. So now at least he's doing something.
Nice. Try running new persistent version I just created. I'm gonna make it persistent in two different ways. One with just a text file and one with a JSON. I'll see which one I like better. So checklist persistent txt. Run it.
So I told you there's a new guy at work, right?
I believe so.
Pretty cool dude. I like him. But I like him a lot better since he gave me this.
Let me go back to the stream. I'm in the IDE right now. Oh, wow. He just gave you a knife?
Oh, more than that. Check out that handle.
Yeah, what kind of wood is that?
It's not wood, it's resin. He did it himself.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Looks like a Japanese style.
Honestly, I don't know all that much about knives, so I can't tell you, but I can tell you it's fucking definitely the nicest knife I've ever owned.
Yeah. And does
There
it
you
cut
go.
well?
You can kind of see the symbol there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it cuts great.
Did he make one for Chef as well?
He did something else for Chef.
Can you tell me what it was?
Chef had an old global knife that was tip had been broken off. It's been fucking beaten up and everything like that. And he took it home. He fucking put a new tip on it, sharpened the fuck out of it and whatnot, brought it back. And then Chef was like, "Oh, you can just have it." And he was like, "Oh, well, I'll tell you what, I do kind of want the global, but I mean, I sharpened it so that you could have it and everything like that. So I'll tell you what, I'll take the global and I'll give you my little cleaver." And he fucking busted out this, oh my god, it's the coolest fucking cleaver I've ever seen. The thing's fucking just wicked.
Nice. And did he forge everything himself?
No.
Oh, okay. So he's repurposing extant knives. Basically.
Yes, but they're also like good knives. Like I couldn't tell you the brand or anything on this, but it's very
that's very cool.
Yeah, it's a good chef's knife. It's probably not $1,000 knife, but it's probably $100 knife.
Nice.
And I named it Shevik.
I have a few knives I really like, but like
it's actually the first time it's been out of my bag.
Oh wow!
Like outside the kitchen.
You're using it at work, right?
Yeah, at work. It's never been out at the house.
Oh, I see. It does not go out in public.
No. No, it's a work knife, and I'm glad to have one.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. That's a really cool gift, man.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And his birthday is Halloween, so we had him over on his birthday, him and his girl, and we had a fucking bonfire and shit.
Nice. Bro,
Rebecca set up a charcuterie, and you know how she does charcuterie.
Did you just call it charcuterie?
No, I said charcuterie.
I thought you said charcuterie instead of charcuterie, and I was like, oh my god.
No, I said charcuterie, as in, you know, aquatic bite your ass.
Oh, I know, boy. I know.
Because she's a mermaid, get it?
Yo, I fucking get it, bro.
Good!
Alright, now I need to see if my script will load persistently based on the text file model I just created. Oh, why is coding so fun? Why did I not start doing it earlier in my life, man? That's not working. Checklist persistent. Run module. Fucking hate not having dark mode. Why? How can there be the default fucking why is it running from the command line?
I don't know anything about the default fucking
Yeah, no, it's cool. Just wondering why. Ugh, something's wrong with my code. Fucking shit, fuck. Something's wrong with my code.
Cancel. Something's wrong. Something's amiss.
It creates the text file to store the data and then won't load the text file. What am I doing?
Everything.
Yeah, I feel that way sometimes. Let's try a new file. Save this as run it. Yeah. So this is persistent checklist for, and we're getting a callback to line 30. What is it? Oh, line 30. Here for category 1. Oh, because I didn't create the fucking. Oh. Should be easy. Thanks. I'm gonna populate it. Okay, so if I do consistent categorization, I just had a little typo there. The
Alright, now we're going to be back to our full stats on TerraCore because we just did an upgrade. By the way, there is an update to TerraCore, Kevin.
Yeah, I haven't claimed that game in over a month, bro.
I know. That's why it's an important one for you to know about.
I'll have to check it out one of these days. Why is my script not running?
If you're not doing upgrades consistently, then they're going to be kind of nerfing your mine rate and your damage and your attack ability. So not playing means you can't play.
They're going to be subtracting from it?
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's not cool. It's a fucking idle clicker. Oh god, they really add music to it?
No, there's been music.
Oh. How do I have 8.59 scrap to claim?
I don't know, because I took 5 from you earlier. And you only had 10 when I did. But I guess I've gained 2.25 since then, and your engineering is higher, so.
Is it worth buying the flux to start quests or not?
I don't know anything about quests. I haven't fucked with that yet. I did go to one of the other planets and do a boss fight one time, but I didn't get anything out of it.
Really?
Like, literally nothing, not even a fucking screen or an acknowledgement or anything. Like, anything.
Bro, I just did my 8 attacks and got 18 scrap. 20 scrap, actually.
That's kind of terrible.
How much do you get from 8 attacks?
Well, number one, I very rarely do 8 attacks. But I'm...
Sorry, that was 6 attacks. Not bad.
Okay, that's better. But I mean,
My stash was full. That's why it like maxed out at 6, right?
I got 5.37 just from you.
Damn.
And then I had a couple really shit rolls after that, and then I got a 7.8. So my last set of attacks was 4 attacks, and it was 16, 17.
So, am I better off putting stuff in? Should I get my favor up to 1,000 to go to the second planet, or
I wouldn't.
not?
I wouldn't bother unless you're planning on putting shit into, because you have to buy a ship, you have to buy
Yeah.
flux, you burn the flux to do the boss fights.
Gotcha. Is it worth increasing favor anyway, though?
As much as you value crit chance.
Value anything.
Well, I mean, like, that's aside from going to the other planets, that's what it does for you. So,
Okay. So my mining is 10, my damage is 100, and my defense is 110. What are you at right now?
engineering is 8, damage is 155.179, defense is 200, favors 1000, stash size is 161.
Yeah, my stash size is 20, bro. Probably should upgrade that. So I need
Probably.
to add things like Terracore to my daily checklist.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. I'm actually going to go ahead and throw another 100 into stash size.
Nice.
Some more
I'm gonna try
dodge,
to
some
figure
more
out-
luck.
Crypt is not working properly.
Because, yeah, I sold 110,000 star bits. That got me 0.63 hive. So I put half of a hive into scrap. And that got me 321 fucking scrap.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll take a little from one game, put it into another, and make some huge moves. I just increased my damage up to 155,
Nice.
and I'm still sitting on 166 scrap.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna increase damage again and defense again before I do engineering to 9.
Oh yeah.
And it's crazy because it's like engineering upgrade 64, damage upgrade 225, defense upgrade 400.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I fixed the persistence issue, I think. Let
Woot
me
woot.
again. This is persistence with a X, not a JSON. Okay. I accidentally deleted a button, which makes me feel kind of dumb.
I don't think anyone from your raid stayed.
No, some people are here.
No, no one chatted. Feel free to join the conversation, y'all. We love y'all.
I see.
The more the merrier.
I see a lot more people than I see people from the raid in here. Viz is here. Sensei is here. Nesnora is here.
Sensei Bullrog?
Yeah, the one and only, and Viz Numerous, the one and only.
Welcome, welcome, Sensei. Long time no see. I'm not familiar with Viz Numerous.
Viz is I mean he's he's a valued Left House community member. He does a lot of stuff in the background. That's
Cool.
what I'd say. Viz.
Well, welcome to you as well. I wish my coffee was fucking stronger. Why did I fuck it up and brew it so bitch ass weak?
You brewed your coffee bitch ass weak. I like it.
I didn't, like, intentionally. I got one of them fucking reusable filters because I'm almost out of filters.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's kind of the beauty of the French press.
Yeah, I love French press, and that's how I have my coffee every morning. Well, that's a lie. Most afternoons.
Okay.
When I wake up, I start my day with a French press, but for the stream, it's just too small.
Oh.
Like, it's not going to last me 2 hours. I need the full 12-cup pot. So that's why I have the drip maker in here. Which is also handy, because if we have guests, you know, a French press is... I mean, it's 2 cups.
Isn't it 4? Because I
It's
make my
2 actual coffee cups. I know it's not 2 cups in terms of, you know, actual measurement, but it's 2 cups of coffee.
I fill up 2 20-ounce thermoses with my French press, so that's like 40 ounces of coffee. How many ounces? Oh, a cup is 16 ounces. Yeah, okay, fair. Yeah. So you need 48, so it's not 4 cups, right?
Yeah, it's like we use fairly large cups, and so it'll be 2 and then some left over. Like,
my friend Aldous,
2 and a bit of a refill.
My friend Aldous, that chef from Toronto, dude. He finds it very strange that Meredith and I don't use glasses and cups in the house. We both drink from like our plastic water bottle. Like, well, no, not Meredith has a plastic one. I have metal ones, and like I always drink my coffee out of a thermos. But him, when he comes over, like when he stays with us, and his girl stay, well, his lady now, his wife now actually. Stay with us. They use cups, and we find them to be weird. Like, why would you use a cup when you have a thermos? I don't know, like, who's the weird one in all this. The only time I use a cup or another vessel is if I'm like pouring myself something, like say from a 2-liter bottle of Coke or whatever.
Honestly, I think you're the weird one.
It's possible.
Well, it's guaranteed. It's absolutely truth, no matter what. Like, this is objective fact. But also, I think that in this argument, yeah, because I mean, cups are better than bottles and thermoses and shit. Just in terms of
they don't keep your stuff hot or cold. They don't have any.
Drink it faster. Then it doesn't matter. I don't use ice either.
I don't like ice particularly, unless it's iced tea.
I use ice in whiskey and water. That's it.
Why would you use ice in whiskey?
Because you're supposed to.
No, you're not. A drop of water.
A drop of water or a cube of ice, yes. I don't mean like a lot of ice. I mean a cube.
If I make an old fashioned, sure, I'll use a ball of ice, a sphere.
Or a sphere.
That's fine. Fucking ice cube for whiskey. Ugh, no. Some people put like 3 ice cubes. I'm like, I don't understand.
Well, also, I'm talking about scotch, not just like
too.
Jack Daniels.
I'm talking about scotch or bourbon. I'm not talking about like rye whiskey. I only drink, like, no, I don't only drink, but I mostly drink single malt or bourbon. Like good bourbon. Well, is Bullet still considered good bourbon, or is Bullet mainstream now?
I don't think that the two are mutually exclusive. It's probably not the best, but it's still one of the better ones, I think.
Not Pappy Van Winkle, but
I mean, I don't know. I don't know bourbons. I barely know scotch.
no.
Like, I'm a scotch guy, not a bourbon guy.
there was a bar in Columbus, and like sell liquor in Ohio, from what I understood, had to be on like a list. But you couldn't get Pappy Van Winkle on the list, but you could get it if you drove down to Kentucky. And he had a bottle, so like if you were a regular, you could buy a pour, or he might give you one, a pour of Pappy Van Winkle, but it was like $25 for a finger because the bottle is so expensive.
Yeah.
And he wasn't gouging, like genuinely was not gouging. Um, yeah, but for Scotch, I'm big on Glengoyne and Lafroig.
See, I'm not a huge fan of Lefroy.
You don't like the peat?
Yeah, it's a little too much.
I'm a big fan of Pete, I'll be honest, but
I mean, I think Pete's a swell guy, but I'm not saying I want to taste him.
I hear you there. I hear you there. Oh my god, this person has the last name Virgin. That's unfortunate for them.
Or maybe not.
Or if they're like a nun. Fucking Government of Canada publications suck my balls. It's the process from government policy to proclamation. And fuck proclamation. Why do we have to proclaim shit? Cause that bitch, the king. But there we go.
Oh, because you're not in a community. That's why. Well, let's just fix that. Go there directly. Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe. I need to follow people in this account. Dude, you never changed your title away from Rick on the Mountain by Wax Potheads by Prime Media and Ftopia After Party Simulcast.
Oh. Yeah, I never changed my title, bro.
Oh, so I changed your title when I StreamYarded you. Okay.
Yeah, other than that, I think it's been on like New Game Tuesday for a month and a half.
Yeah, sounds right.
I should probably be better about that.
No, you're fine.
Because I had it as our nightly stream for a while, which at least was like...
Consistent.
Yeah. What I really want to do is actually set up different profiles and different restream accounts. Or at least set up... So like they're actually sending out differently to restream. And then the titles are actually set up for each one of the daily streams.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And also have, they would each have different backgrounds and whatnot. Like the one that I've got up right now, I actually created specifically for New Game Tuesday.
Oh. Okay.
And then I do have another one for World Building Wednesday, but I don't have anything for Sunday.
What's the Sunday theme again? I forgot.
There isn't really one. I should probably fucking pick Monday or Thursday back up. Well, not Thursday, but Monday back up.
I've decided that, like, since I'm coding anyway, I might as well just stream it.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I started. Like, I'm gaming anyways. Let me just, be consistent about a time and go ahead and stream it.
Tonight I'm going back on around probably 5 a.m. your time to my buddy Girl Cheese Sandy's has a Discord game that I'm gonna. I have a founder's badge that I never really activated.
What's this game? Let's take a look at it. It is Tuesday.
Don't know if I have the link. Let's see.
Tuesday for you, at least.
Yeah, still. Oh, nice. Anyone who joins through you and purchases an NFT can get a free potion as well. I will let them know. How do they track that? Yeah, to sign up, you go to thecheesebot.com here, and apparently you can try a game mode for like 1 wax. Like, I have the founder's badge, so I have access to everything, but apparently if we go to this link he sent me here, the Cheesebot drops, and I don't know if it's play to earn or not, but I get the impression it is. So whatever costs 1 lakh. Oh, the fishing skill, which is free. So if you look at the second row, well, for me, second row left, it's the fishing skill.
Mm-hmm.
So that one's a whack, so it's basically free. So I guess that's what you would use to test the game. I have a land and everything, it's just not activated. Oh, wow, wax is up to 7 cents? Hmm.
Uh, 6.6. Stupid rounding up.
I'll tell him that you're featuring it for New Game Tuesday and that you bought the fishing thing. I guess he'll send you a potion.
Oh, it's Discord.
Yeah, it's a Discord bot game.
Then I really can't stream it.
Why?
I don't stream my Discord because there are private conversations I don't want revealed.
Well, when I stream my Discord, I just go into the channel. I don't want my private conversations, really. I just go into the channel.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm constantly in those conversations.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's why, like, typically I don't actually do a screen share, I do a window share.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, World Building Wednesday, that's a screen share because I'm switching between too much shit for a window share to actually work. But, like, New Game Tuesday, this is just my Brave that's showing right now. It will not show anything other than Brave.
If I'm coding, I'm doing a window share because I'm just changing too many times. So if I'm playing a game, I'll do a screen share. I would never screen share Discord, though. Like, Discord is all... If I bring Discord onto the sharing screen, it's always on the non-shared screen, then I make sure to go where I need to go before I show it.
Yeah, I've just always made it a rule to just not show Discord at all.
That makes sense.
That being said, I might as well go ahead and join the Discord.
Right. So integrate all these sources. Malkinson, PayPal 2021. Yeah. Okay. Look, am I out of sunflower seeds? I like to keep my sunflower seeds near the. We were talking. Steven and I were talking about that laptop model that overheats that I own. I like to keep my sunflower seeds near it so they're toasty. Thankfully, I have some dill pickle ones left. Not my favorite, but
I actually really enjoy dill pickle.
me too. Just not dill pickle. Sunflower seeds.
Oh, sunflower seeds. Okay, yeah, I can see that's.
No, they're really good when you mix them in a handful. 3/4 barbecue, 1/4 dill pickle. On their own, they're a little intense.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have bought it on Nefty. I should have bought it on fucking that one.
I don't think it's on that one.
Oh.
If they don't automatically go on all of them. What was I about to do? I'm gonna go open AI.
Lose your fucking mind.
That happened a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do this based on the idea that I'm gonna be typing loudly now. Is that gonna disturb you?
Oh no, it's the end of the world.
Yeah, kind of.
And I feel fine. All right, Rick on the Mountain is officially over $1 in HBD.
Nice.
I sent it all over to On the Mountain for a good while, but I was like, you know what? No, let me actually start tracking how much this account is earning. So.
That makes sense.
I've got over 2,000 Pepe staked.
2,000 what?
Pepe.
On Hive or on...
On
Wax?
Hive.
On Wax, I have several million Pepe.
Oh, I figured on Wax it would actually be worth a little bit more, maybe, but I guess not.
I don't think so. It's a gamified token. I'm about to claim 14 million, 20 million Pepe.
That is certainly a non-zero sum.
Yeah, for realsies. Fuck, I need to make sure I get my shit in the staking farms for drawing company.
I'm up to 336 hive power.
Oh wow.
On the mountain.
Carry the zero. How much does it have? Only 78. Man. How's my account worth $40? I have $10 in HBD. 1044.
I just adjusted your delegation a little bit.
No, thank you, sir. Should I adjust the one I have going to you?
Nah, don't worry about it.
No. I need to power up on the next power up day.
I just power up every fucking day.
How do you do that?
B swap. On
Oh,
exactly the screen that I'm on stream.
Going there. Why is it showing me as having... Oh, wait. It's showing me as having no hive, though.
Because you don't have any hive. You
How
have
are you
swap hive. So you go to convert to change your swap hive into hive.
Oh, so I have 0.002 swap hive that I'm going to convert. Okay, I got it.
Minimum is one swap hive, so it's got to be full to swap. But yeah, so you can convert there and then go to the wallet, and then power up is right here, power down is right here.
I know. Are you making a hive a day?
No.
Oh.
No.
Wallet. Oh, I just claimed 1.138 hive power and 0.38 HBD.
There you go. I mean, if I were to put everything together and, like, sell all the daily, I could probably get a hive a day, yeah.
Okay.
But, like, am I actually just making a hive? No. Actually, that's a good question, though, is with the 336 HP I have delegated out, how much interest am I actually earning off of that? Is a good question. Do you remember when was the last time I adjusted your delegation? Because I remember we set it up to 25 exactly.
Oh, I have outgoing 25.246, incoming 27.
Yeah, no, I upgraded it to 27.287. It was at 25.261, I think.
So shouldn't I upgrade mine to the same?
It doesn't matter. Enjoy the extra hive power.
Oh, thank you, sir. How much is your vote worth now?
Probably 0.01
But
or,
I'm worth 0.01.
or 0.001
Okay.
because everything is delegated out. Like, I don't have hive power for voting. I have hive power delegated out.
Oh, I see. I got you now. Okay.
Like, yeah, I'm sitting on that 336, but it's all sent out. And so I'm actually voting with the 11.142 HP that I have delegated
Okay.
into me.
See, that makes sense now.
Yeah, 100% of my HP is delegated.
Yeah.
On the main, at least.
That makes perfect sense, actually. I need to do the same thing. Not all of it, like half of it or something.
Yeah, a significant portion.
And then start posting with the alts. And voting with the alts.
Yeah, like I could probably actually pull back. I've got 30 on Rick Wins again. I could pull that back easily. I've got 30 on Get Good Scrub. I could pull that back. Like, I'm not using either of those accounts. I could knock it to 5, and they would be still set forever, and that would just give me another 50 right there. And I've got 88 on the main. I've got 30 on Dragon Memories. And then I've got 60 with Ecency, 60 with PGM Curator, 10 with Eternal Paw, and that's it. And then 27 with you, of course. Pick white or red green.
Red, white, or what?
White or red green.
Red, green.
All right, go to your DMs.
Yep. Oh. Fun.
Go to playtest.
Yep.
And I'm going to pull up my other deck that is the same format. And I'm going to go playtest it, which is the mono white one. It's called Knigget's. Give you one guess what it does.
Do I need to start screen sharing somewhere?
No, you can just read shit off and... Whoa.
It's probably better if I screen share at least so you can see because I don't remember the rules that well.
Yeah, okay, do it in Discord. Because I can pop that out.
In our chat or in the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just screen share here where we're already on voice.
Share screen. No, just share that window and tapped out. Go live. Okay. There we go.
Okay, watch stream. Hide members. Pop out. Down so that I can't see your hand. Pull this up and magic there. Okay. You are going to Okay, you're showing me your cards when you hover over them.
Yeah, I'm reading them. I haven't seen these in forever.
So if you have a forest, the first thing you want to do is Forest Elvish Mystic.
Yeah, I know. That part I knew. I tapped the forest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I tap the Elvish Mystic?
Nope. You can't tap it. It's got summoning sickness.
Okay. So does that mean I bring in a counter for a second green
Nope.
mana, or?
No, that means that that creature can be tapped for a mana just like your lands can, but it can't this turn because it's got summoning sickness. But it means next turn you have 2 mana available.
Okay.
Before you play a land.
Yep. I should watch the stream to see what you're playing, right?
Damn it, I want to keep this hand, but I fucking can't. Fuck it, I'm gonna.
Can you tell me what Idyllic Grange does?
It's a plains, but in certain circumstances it isn't. Well, it's always a plains, but it enters tapped unless I control 3 or more other planes, and it gives a +1/+1 counter to target creature I control if it enters untapped. So I'm just gonna play it, and it's tapped, and that's my turn. Go ahead.
So I just press next turn, right?
Yep.
And it'll draw for me. Okay. So let me just see what I have here.
That is the key card in the deck.
Which one? The Grumgully the Generous?
Yep. The name of the deck is Grumgully.
So I'm gonna tap these guys and bring a Grumgully in. So each other non-human creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional 1/+1 counter on it. So no effect yet.
No, but every single creature that you play while he's on the battlefield is +1/+1.
Okay.
You don't have humans.
I can't do anything else right now, can I?
You can attack with the Elvish Mystic. It's not what he's there for. Or you can tap him for mana. If you have a use for 1 green mana, that's probably better than attacking with him. Like, if you have another Elvish Mystic, tap him to play the other one.
I don't. So
then just swing. It's not what he's there for, but I don't have any blockers, so you'd be foolish not to.
So I just tap him.
Yeah, and I take 1 damage.
Okay. Then do I untap him now, or do I wait till the beginning of next
No,
turn?
you untap him during your untap step.
Right.
Why would you untap him now? You just attacked with him.
Well, because it's your turn.
Yeah, but you don't untap for my turn. You untap for your turn. Yay!
You've probably played 500 times more Magic games than I have.
Yes, easily,
So,
if not
yeah.
more.
If not 1,000 times more. Out of these two decks that are being played, which one do you think is better, quote unquote?
Um, it really depends on the start. So, given this board state, yours. Like they
Yeah.
both have the power to be very fucking explosive, and if neither of them has really done anything by turn, either one of them, if they haven't done anything by like turn 4 or turn 5, then they're probably not going to do very well for the rest of the game either. They're both kind of weenie decks. I would say that one definitely has more late game power because of Grumgully. Like if things get into a stall where neither one of us can attack, you have the opportunity to grow a lot bigger than I do. I am straight up white weenie.
Okay. I was gonna say
This isn't a new game. This is an old game.
it is. I can't wait for
Very old game.
this old game.
It's a newer format. By which I mean only like 6 years old. So I'm not playing that Plains. I am playing Castle Ardenvale instead.
Rick, I think I'm gonna destroy you.
Yeah, you probably are.
Don't make it essential.
I'm going to tap Castle Ardenvale. So Castle Ardenvale is not a Plains. It enters the battlefield tapped unless I control a Plains, which I do because Idyllic Range is a Plains. And then it can tap for white mana, or I can pay 4 mana and tap it to create a 1/1 white human creature token.
Okay.
Key, that is not a knight.
No.
And then I'm going to use that mana that I just got from it to play Kythian, Hero of Akros. He is a 1 mana 2/1. At the end of combat, if Kythian, Hero of Akros, and at least 2 other creatures attacked this combat, exile Kythian, then return him to the battlefield transformed under his owner's control. I can also pay 2 and a white. Kythian gains indestructible until end of turn.
Oh, wow. Nice.
His transformed side is a Gideon Planeswalker.
Okay.
And I will pass turn.
Okay. Let's see. How come I didn't get all my cards? I only have 5 cards in my hand.
Because you've been playing multiple cards per turn.
Oh, right. Okay, I forgot about that part. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't draw up to 7. You draw 1. Unless something says otherwise.
So I am gonna play another forest, and from there I'm gonna bring in another Grumgully.
Nope. They're legendary. You can play another one, but 2 cannot exist at the same time. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Because of the way that it works, legendary creature is in play, legendary creature enters play, and then legendary creature leaves play. Because Grumgully saw Grumgully enter, and Grumgully is not a human, new Grumgully gets a +1/+1 counter, and then you sacrifice old Grumgully. So it does actually improve your board state, and if you want to do it, it is not a bad move. However, you probably have something better to do.
Yes, I'm going to tap my 2 forests. I'm going to play the Grazing Whiptail, who's going to get a +1/+1, right?
Yes, so go +1 counter. Oh, that's right, I forgot this.
Do I do +1 counter and +1 power?
No, those don't actually work, I think. Unless you can figure out how to make them work. But +1 counter should actually just work You wouldn't need the...
I just turned him into a 4/4.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
He was a 3/3?
He was a 3/4. He's a 3/4, now he's a 4/4. So if I do +1 token... No, -1 token. I turned him... I should... See, because look, now he's a 3/4 again. If I do +1 power, he becomes a 4/4. He should become a 4/5.
So how are you doing? Are you... Okay, like...
I'm clicking on +1 power while having that card selected.
Oh, okay, no, so... click and hold,
Yeah.
and then you'll see a second window pop up, and it has add +1/+1.
No, I'm not seeing that. On my end.
Just long press it. It's not bringing up anything for you?
No. It's just showing me the card in full.
Well, yeah, that's what it does when you hover over it. So hover and then long press.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Thank you. Okay, now I see what you meant. So 4 or 5. There we go. Okay.
And that's also how I transform Kithian. Okay, good.
Perfect.
So...
how much... What is Kithian's stats?
he is a 2/1.
So I still have 1 green mana and 1 red mana. Fuck it. I'm gonna bring in... Oh, I should have done it in the other order. Oh no, I'm just gonna bring in the other Grim Gully. So that means I'm sacrificing... How do I do this?
Just play the Grum Gully like you would.
Yeah. But I
And
already
then-
clicked on the other one.
And then put the...
Okay, so how do I delete the one that I played?
Put him in the graveyard.
Oh yeah, okay. And then I just go back to the new one and add +1/+1, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's done. I forgot to tap the cards, sorry.
And then
So,
unstack those.
Yeah. So I'm gonna attack... I can attack Grum Gully with one card and attack you in the face with the other one, right? Not Grum Gully. What's the name of your guy again?
No, you cannot attack my creatures.
I can't?
No.
Okay, then I'm just punching you in the face for 8, right?
You're attempting to punch me in the face for 8.
Oh yeah, right.
And, how are you hitting me for 8?
Grum Gully...
Grum Gully entered play this turn, so he can't attack.
Oh, sorry, no, I'm hitting you for 4 with Grazing Whip... Oh, Grazing Whiptail can't attack this turn either, can he?
No.
Okay, yeah, so I'm passing.
Also, how did you cast Grazing Whiptail and Grum Gully?
I tapped Elven and the...
You have 4 mana. Grazing Whiptail costs 4 mana.
Oh, shit. I misread that as 2 green. Okay, so I need to take Grazing Whiptail off the board.
No, leave
Sorry.
Grazing Whiptail.
Okay.
Long press Grum Gully. Remove remove +1/+1.
Right, and then put him in the other spot, and then take the other one back out of the graveyard, right?
And put it in your hand.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. And then I can untap Elvish Mystic
Nope.
and the red.
Nope. Because you needed to tap them for the Grazing Whiptail.
Oh, I see. Okay. So in this case,
you're good. That board state is fine. Technically, the Grum Gully would go back. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, but we can easily do it. Just you remove the counter from him, put the other one back in your hand from the graveyard.
Mm-hmm. So I can attack for 3 with Grum Gully, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that.
And I will take another 3.
Yeah, sorry about that, dude. I don't play enough, and then I forget the rules. I very much enjoy the game, though.
There are no rules.
It's too bad. Yeah, no, it's fucking anarchy, bro.
Alright, so I'm going to Actually, next turn. Okay. So I am going to... You have 3 lands. I'm going to tap these 2. I'm going to play Knight of the White Orchid.
Okay.
He is a 2/2 human knight who has first strike. It says, when Knight of the White Orchid enters the battlefield, if an opponent controls more lands than you, you may search your library for a Plains card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle.
Fun.
So I happen to have a Plains on top. So I'm going to put that onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Then I'm going to play my land for the turn, which is another Plains.
For land, okay.
And then I am going to play Trapped in the Tower on your Grazing Whiptail.
Okay.
It says, enchant target creature without flying. Enchanted creature can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated.
For how long?
Until you get rid of the enchantment.
Okay, so what do I put on him to mark that?
Just set them off to the side, because normally I would play my card on your card, but that doesn't work with the getaway we're doing things.
Right. So I'll just put him down here near, like on the bottom right.
Exactly.
How do I get rid of the enchantment again?
I don't know if you actually can.
Okay. Fair.
I mean, it is something that green does. Destroy target enchantment is very common in green, but I don't know if you actually have any.
Right. Do you mind if I keep him tapped in the bottom right? It'll be easier for me to keep track if he's tapped.
It's not gonna matter really, because as soon as you hit next turn, it's gonna untap.
Oh yeah, fair point. Okay.
And technically, it does matter whether or not he's untapped in certain ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are effects that count the number of tapped or untapped creatures, or, like, there is a spell called Murder, destroy target tapped creature. I will not be able to actually hit him with that. Of course, it's black, and I'm mono white, so I wouldn't anyways, but... Alright, and then... You do not have any blockers, so I'm going to go ahead and send in Kithian for 2 damage.
So I'm going to go down to 18.
He does not flip because he attacked alone.
Okay.
And then... I will pass the turn.
Okay. So I am starting my new turn. Let's see, what is this guy? What does this even mean?
Okay, escape. Well, read it.
Escape 5 plus 2 green. Exile 4 other cards from your graveyard. You may cast this card from your Oh, but I don't have anything in my graveyard. So
he's not in your graveyard. That is an ability that does not matter while he's in your hand or while he's on the battlefield. That matters when he is in the graveyard. So you can escape death by paying all of that.
And he's 2 random mana and 2 green, right?
Yes, to cast him, he is 4 mana. You call that 2 generic and 2 green.
2 generic mana, okay. I'm going to place a forest, and I am going to cast him. So that means I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he's going to get a +1/+1. Oops. He's going to get a plus... What the fuck? Long click thing. Why does it sometimes work and sometimes not?
Because you're not pressing long enough, I guess. I can see how quickly it's fucking tapping and untapping.
Okay, there we go. So he's going to become a 5/5.
You don't even have to adjust those manually. There's literally a button that says add +1/+1.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hit you with Elvish Mystic and...
No, you're going to attack me.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to attack you with Grumgully and Elvish Mystic.
Okay.
So, tap them.
I will block your Elvish Mystic with my 2/2 First Striker, and I will take 3.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go feed the cat, then go practice my piano. I just
All right.
wanted to let you guys know I was still alive.
Well, we appreciate you joining us.
Yeah.
We miss
There was a nationwide mobile and internet outage today that affected around 10 million people, and it was for the company that my company competes with directly. So
Fuck!
it was an interesting day. Let me just put it that way. I think we won a lot of contracts today.
Actually, I missed an opportunity. So I'm going to not take that 3 damage. When you move to combat, I am going to tap my remaining 2 planes. And where the fuck did he go? I am going to use the adventure mode on Ardenvale Tactician. So I cast it as an instant to tap up to 2 target creatures. And I am going to target your Elvish Mystic and your Grumgully.
Okay, and what does that do to them?
It means that they're tapped, and so you can't attack with them.
Oh, I see. And Voracious Typhoon had just come on, so he was impotent for the turn.
Exactly. So basically, all I did was blank your attack.
Okay.
And then it goes into exile, and then I can cast the creature side of it from exile.
Okay.
But you would now be able to see it because it's out of my hand and in exile, so you would know that the creature side is a 3 mana 2/3 flyer.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, and then is that the end of your turn? Okay, next turn you have 1, 2, 3, 4 lands. Okay.
So my creatures, they're incapable of blocking now, right?
Your Typhon can block.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, I'm going to play History of Benalia, which is a enchantment, a saga. So basically it has multiple effects as it stays in play over 3 turns. So when it comes into play immediately, stage 1 happens, which is create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. During my next upkeep, stage 2 will happen, which is the same thing. And then during the upkeep after that, stage 3 will happen, where knights I control get +2/+1 until end of turn, and then I sacrifice the saga.
Okay.
So I need to custom token, type knight, power 2, toughness 2, color white, add token, and he also has vigilance.
What does Vigilance do again?
When they attack, they don't tap.
Okay.
There we go. Now it says vigilance. Fantastic. And then I will pass turn.
Do you want anyone to attack with?
I'm not attacking into a fucking 5/5.
Alright, I'm clicking next turn.
Yeah, you're right. This game is already over.
Yeah, it's pretty imbalanced. Sorry, I just need to do some math here. So this is gonna... If I cast Altar of the Pantheon, it basically just gives me one more mana, like basically the equivalent of a land.
Yes, it's ramp.
Okay. That would be 3... And is that granted to me this turn?
You can. It's an artifact, so yes, you can tap it this turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring it into play. Do I just put it with the other lands, or...?
You pay 3 mana for it.
No, I know. But...
Doesn't matter whether that comes from lands, creatures, what. Like.
Right, okay. So I brought him into play. Now I am going to activate the new land created by Altar.
It's not a land, it's an artifact. But
Right,
yes,
with the Elf Druid as well, and the Mountain to bring the Warden of the Chained into play, and he's gonna get a +1/+1. Oops. And so now I am going to try to attack with Grim Gully and Voracious Typhon.
In 1 moment.
Sure.
Yeah, it's over.
Probably.
No, not probably. Like I resign. It's over. Like that's there's no way for me to come back with this deck at this point.
I want to see what happens. Can we just play it through even though you resign?
Why?
Because I've never had this much of like a potential for destruction before in a Magic game, to be honest with you. I just want to see how fast it goes.
If you want to see how fast it goes, then it's already over, and you move on to the next game.
Oh, okay.
It's like why? It's like folding in poker. You don't play the fucking game once it's already over.
No, I got you. I just want to see if it would kill you in 2 turns or 3. Basically, was what I wanted.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I can stretch things out and survive probably 4 or 5 more turns. It doesn't fucking matter. I cannot win the game. All I can do is hold on. And in a tournament setting, I would do that because I can play for a draw.
Okay.
But
I never had my opponent resign in Magic, to be honest with you. It's just never happened.
I mean, honestly, it's very rare that Magic games actually play out anymore. Like in a competitive or semi-competitive scene. Like, you know which way the game is going, and sometimes you'll play it out because you have a draw, you have a way out. But I know both of these decks because I built them, And I know that my deck does not have a way out at this point.
Did I get some especially good picks?
You got a turn 1 Elvish Mystic, and I got a turn 1 tap land. That was when it was over.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like, before you even played anything, I was looking at the hand and saying, I don't want to pitch this, but I need to. It's not actually playable. And it was because the only 2 lands that I had were this one and this one. And those are not good early game lands.
Mm-hmm. Now I follow what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, I was just... But it's cool, because then we can just restart.
Okay. So let's restart. Okay. Okay, so I drew... Oh.
And then this time I'll go first, because you won the last game.
Yeah.
So I will go Plains, Kythian, pass turn.
Okay. I will go, sorry, give me a second here. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I will play Forest and Elven Mystic. Tap Forest. There we go.
Okay, next turn. I'll go Plains. Banalish Honor Guard. Pass turn.
Okay. I will next turn it, and I will bring in another Elven. Why did he go up here? Oh, because he's okay. And I will attack you with try to attack you with the first Elvish Mystic.
Okay. Okay, so the way you would do that is move to combat, because I might have a response to that, like when I tap down your creatures, and then you declare your attack and tap the creatures you're attacking with.
Okay, so I've moved to combat, and I'm declaring my intention to attack with Elvish Mystic, is what I'm supposed to say?
Yep, and I will block with Banalish Honor Guard.
Okay.
That's a 2/2 blocking your 1/1. Elvish Mystic dies.
Okay, so he goes to the graveyard.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and my lands were not tapped for the Honor Guard. Oops. So, I would not have attacked there.
No, I know. I wasn't looking at your cards properly.
Even with that. Because there are ways, especially with white, that like, there's a lot of cards that are like 1 mana that are like destroy target attacking or blocking creature, or deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature.
Oh, I see.
I'm guessing from the fact that you have not played a second land, that you don't have a second land. And in that case, losing an Elvish Mystic to do nothing really hurts. So I will let you take that back.
No, I want to play it through tournament style.
Okay.
I don't want the takesy backsy, but I appreciate it.
Alright, next turn I will play a Plains. 1, 2, 3 tap to play Banalish Marshal. Other creatures I control get +1/+1.
Huh?
So I will attack, or move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
I will attack with Kythian and Banalish Honor Guard, both of whom are 3 power.
I will not block, so I will take 6 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And pass turn.
Cool. So, next turn, I'm going to play a Forest. Elvish Mystic goes back over there. I will play Apple Forest. I will play another Elvish Mystic. And I will pass turn.
Alrighty, next next turn. Oh my god. Play a plains. I will move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Attack with Benalish Marshal, Benalish Honor Guard, and Kithian Hero of Akros for a total of 9 damage.
I will not block. So I will go to 5 health. There you go. Okay.
And then Kithian will transform into Gideon Battleforged.
Okay.
He comes into play with 3 loyalty counters, and then I am going to... his +2 ability is up to 1 target creature an opponent controls attacks Gideon Battleforged during its controller's next turn if able. I can +1 to until in my next turn target creature gains indestructible, untap that creature. Or 0, until end of turn, Gideon Battleforged becomes a 4/4 human soldier creature with indestructible that's still a planeswalker. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to him this turn.
Yikes.
And I am going to go ahead and use his +2 on... I guess the Mystic on the left.
Okay.
So, if you don't use him for mana in your first main phase...
Wait, say that again, please.
If you don't use him for mana in your first main phase, then he has to attack Gideon.
Okay.
In other words, if you move to combat and he is untapped and able to attack, then he must attack Gideon. However... You can very easily get around, and so normally I use that on a creature of yours that I want to kill, because you can have to attack and then I can block it and kill it. So normally I wouldn't use it on something like a Mana Dork, because, well, you can very easily not attack with it by just tapping it.
Creature spell can be counted.
And then second main phase, I am going to tap 2 planes for a Knight of the White Orchid. You do not control more more lands than I do, so his ability does not fire. And then I'm going to tap 2 planes and play a Knight of the White Orchid, and you do not have more lands than I do, so his ability does not fire. But both of them are going to be 3/3 first strikes.
So they're going to do 6 damage total, right?
Between the 2 of them, but they're not attacking. I just played them. I summoned them.
Oh, I'm sorry, right, okay. Yeah, I mean, I should resign right now, but I won't, just to see how this plays out. Oh wait, your turn's not over, sorry.
Pass turn.
Okay. So, I'm gonna play a forest. Bring him over here. I am going to play, tap all 5. And I'm gonna bring in Vivian Reed, legendary planeswalker, and I have no idea what to do with her. I've never played a legendary planeswalker before.
Well, all planeswalkers are legendary.
Right.
But let's take a look at her. Okay. Oh, okay. Read her -3.
Sorry?
Read her -3.
Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying.
You do have a way to destroy an enchantment. That one was played last game. I don't have any enchantments in play. But that you do have a way. Her -3 will do it. Her +1 is her best ability, at least until you can get her emblem. But her emblem's not really going to help you right now either. But look at the top. So you roll her up, which you can't actually do on there. You basically long press and make a note of it. But it says look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So what you would do for that is draw 4 cards, click on the library 4 times,
Okay.
and then you can pick hover over Vivian again. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them and put it into your hand. So all 4 of them are available to you. Basically, pick one, put the other 3 on the bottom of your library.
Okay, so I can play.
Nope,
the blue
it does not. It goes in your hand. Yeah, okay. The other 3 will go on the bottom of your library in any order. So you're going to long press them. Nope. Okay. Bloom Hulk stays in your hand. Long press and then move to library bottom.
Oh, there we go. Move to library bottom, and I'm going to keep the mountain. Okay.
Oh, you're keeping the mountain, not the creature? Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's the correct choice.
Yeah, I know. But how does the +1, -3, -8 work?
Okay, so now long press her. And then scroll all the way down.
Yeah.
To make a note, put in loyalty 6. Because she entered play with 5.
Oh, I see. Okay. And I could subtract 3 next turn to destroy a target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Okay, I see.
If there is a target for it, yes.
Okay. Understood. And she is now tapped, right?
No. Planeswalkers don't tap. Typically.
Oh, and she can't defend either.
She can't. No, she can't block. Now, I have a Planeswalker out, and remember how I was saying I can force your creature to attack Gideon?
Yeah.
So when I attack you, I can attack you, or I can attack Vivian, or I can split the attacks. But I have to declare when I attack which each creature is targeting.
Okay. I mean, you can take me out this turn anyway.
Yes.
I think at end turn. So I'm gonna. No, I'm just end turn.
Yeah, and then next turn comes up for me. And so with the Planeswalkers, you get to use one of their loyalty abilities every turn.
Yeah. And you either gain or lose loyalty. And when you get to 0 loyalty, what happens?
If they have no loyalty, they leave. They don't die, they leave.
Mm-hmm.
Same effect, they go to the graveyard. But,
okay.
And if they take damage, they lose that much loyalty. So.
Can I resign now? Well, actually, just take me out. But, like, I guess this is what I would resign, right?
You would have resigned last turn.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
When I flipped Gideon, you probably would have resigned. When I followed that by playing 2 Ko-Os, you definitely would have resigned.
Okay. And that was because of my lack of land. So let's restart and do it 2 of 3.
And that's pretty much how Magic works, because it's almost guaranteed that in any set of 3 games, you're going to have at least one that isn't an actual game.
Okay. So
look at this. Look at this opening fucking hand. Obviously, I'm not fucking keeping it, but 6 lands and an instant.
Yeah. So I'm restarting now as well. Fucking 1 forest. Well, let's see.
And then I get fucking 1 land. And all 2 drops. Ugh.
I'm gonna keep my hand.
Alright, go for it. Well, wait, don't play anything yet, because I'm still going for mine.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I will keep this one, but I need to send some cards to the bottom of my library for mulliganing.
How many cards do you need to send?
2, because I mulliganed twice.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you mulliganed twice.
Yeah, that 6-land hand that I showed you, that was a mulligan.
Oh, okay. Fair.
All right, and then you will get to go first because you lost the last game.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to play a forest and an elven mystic, tap the forest, and end turn.
Okay. Next turn, I will play a plains and pass turn.
See,
I think this is another one that you've got. I had to mulligan down too far, and then I got a shit draw.
Is once you've like played 1 or 2 games, you get back into the habit of it, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. Well, maybe not for you, since you played so many games. I am going to tap my forest and play a Line of War Elves, which adds a forest. So, how do I do that? I just create a token? Or...
No, it does not add a forest.
Oh, what does it do?
The exact same thing that Elvish Mystic does. That's why the cards are exactly the same.
Oh, okay. And you don't have any creatures out right now, right?
I do not.
So I'm going to try to attack. I'm going to move to combat phase and try to attack you for 1.
Take 1.
Okay. And I will end turn.
Alrighty, next turn. Jesus fucking Christ. Go. Play a plains, pass the fucking turn.
Okay, you're done?
Yep.
So I...
During your upkeep, so after you untap but before you draw, I am going to tap my 2 plains, and I am going to play the adventure mode on Ardenvale Tactician to tap down both of your dudes so that at least you can't use them for mana this turn.
Okay.
You can, in response, tap them for mana, but it's during your upkeep, not your main, so you can't use that for creatures or anything like that. Unless you have an instant speed spell to use it on.
Right.
Okay. Just wanted to let you know that, like, there are still options. I'm not saying just fuck you. I'm just...
Right. But he does move over here. And I'm going to tap my forest and play another Land of War Elf.
Yep.
And I'm going to pass turn.
Yeah, and it actually, I guess, now seeing your hand, it didn't actually stop you from doing anything anyways.
But, no, it did. I was going to play... Oh, no. I didn't
No, you weren't.
Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, yeah.
But at the same time, because I don't know your hand, it's a good move for me.
Yep. No, defensive is always good. Yep.
Okay, I will play another plains and pass the turn.
Right. I will play a mountain. And I will bear with me. What?
Okay. Devotion is a mechanic that you don't know about. So, as long as your devotion to red and green is less than 7, Clothis isn't a creature. Devotion is the number of mana symbols in permanents you control. So right now, your devotion to green is 3. Because each of your elves cost 1 mana. Right? When you play him, your devotion to green would be 4. Your devotion to red and green would be 5.
Yeah.
Because he is both red and green. So
100%.
He would not be a creature, although the rest of him still applies. If you were to play the Nessian Boar, that brings your green devotion to 5, which means next turn, if you play Clothis, and the board state is the same, that would bring your red and green to 7.
Okay. Fair.
Now, the Nyxborn Colossus would actually add 3 to your green devotion, and would get you to 6 right now, which still is not 7.
Right. But I don't have enough to play him anyway.
Yeah,
When Bloom hung out the what is proliferate?
Read it.
Choose any number of permanents and or players, then give each another counter if each. So that would be no effect here.
On this current board state, it would be absolutely no effect. Correct. However, your Grumgullies and the +1/+1 counters that he gives, those count. Loyalty counters on Planeswalkers, those count.
I'm not sure I follow.
All right, so say you had a Grumgully in play.
Mm-hmm.
When Bloom Hulk enters the battlefield, you set the Grumgully trigger on top of the Bloom Hulk trigger. So
okay, I see.
Grumgully gives him a +1/+1 counter, and then you proliferate that +1/+1 counter, so he is a 6/6 as soon as he enters play.
Yeah.
And then every other creature you control that got a counter from Grumgully, you also proliferate on them.
Okay. So I forgot to move this guy over here.
Where they're placed is entirely up to you. In fact, these guys, since they're all the same, you can stack them.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, just kind of exactly like that. So you can see enough to know how many there are.
So I'm going to tap everything and play Nessian Boar.
Okay.
And pass turn.
Hover over him again so I can read it.
Yep.
Okay. At the end of your turn, I am going to flash in Seal Away, which is an enchantment, costs 2 mana, and says, when Sealed Away enters the battlefield, exile target tapped creature and opponent control. Oh shit, tapped. Okay, never mind, I'm not doing that. I missed that word when I read it.
No words.
So... I really should have played him last turn. Oh well. Alrighty, I'm gonna pass turn.
Okay.
Play it planes, pass the turn. Fucking hell. This is not how this deck is supposed to play.
Over here. I am gonna bring I'm gonna tap I'm gonna tap 3, bring Grumgully into play. And do you still have no creatures blocking?
I have not played a creature the entire fucking game.
Okay, I will attack. I will try to attack with Nessian Boar and an Elvish Mystic and an Llanowar Elf.
I will seal away your Neshian Boar.
What does that mean again?
Exile it until Seal Away leaves play.
Okay, so I put it in the exiled thing? Okay.
And I'll take 2.
Okay. Perfect. So I will pass turn. Now, I need to ask you a question. The thing you used to seal my thing away, how do I destroy it?
It's an enchantment.
Okay, so I don't think I have a card for that.
And you only have 2 fucking lands again. God damn it. I'm going to pay 3 mana to bring out Ardenvale Tactician. It is a 2/3 flyer. And go ahead.
Oh, you're okay. Can you explain this card to me? The trample frenzied. Oh no! So if I have 4 red and 4 green,
No.
he can...
That is 4 and 1 red and 1 green.
Oh, I see. Okay, my bad. Can you tell me what my devotion is right now? To red and green combined? Is it 6 or 7 right now?
It's 5.
Wait. Oh, because Grumgully doesn't give anything. Okay.
No, Grumgully gives red and green. You have 3 elves, 1, 2, 3, plus Grumgully, 1, 2. 3 plus 2 is 5.
Lands. Okay, it's the creatures that count. Sorry. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, it's not even that lands don't count and creatures do. It counts the mana cost. Lands don't cost anything to play. So it's not just creatures. Enchantments, any permanent that you paid for, or not even that you paid for, that has the mana cost, that's what I was looking at. Lands don't have one.
If I bring Clothis in, it goes up to 7, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he becomes a creature on the next turn.
No. He is a creature.
Okay.
Read it carefully, because it explains it exactly. As long as your devotion to red and green is less than 7, Clothis isn't a creature.
And as soon as... Okay, so that's an instant effect.
And it's not he becomes a creature or becomes not a creature. It's literally like, even as you're casting the spell, if you have 7 devotion, it's a creature spell. If you don't, it's not. So when you are casting him, it is technically not a creature spell. Not that important in the grand scheme of things. However, Essence Scatter, counter target creature spell. I would not be able to Essence Scatter your Clothis because it is not a creature, but then as soon as it hits play, your devotion is 7, so he is now a creature.
Okay.
Does mean that I could hit it with negate.
Yeah.
Because that's counter target non-creature spell.
Okay. So I'm gonna tap this, and this to bring him into play.
Yep.
Does he get a +1 from Grumgully?
He does, because he is not a human.
Okay. So add +1/+1.
Yep. Okay, now read the bottom part of it.
Yeah, so at the beginning of the pre-combat main phase, exile target card from a graveyard. Is that my graveyard or yours?
No, that is a graveyard.
Okay. Is there anything in your graveyard?
No.
So this is not applicable.
Not applicable right now.
Yeah. Oh, it's each pre-combat phase. I see. Okay.
Every turn, except this one. Because you played him in your pre-combat main phase. So you missed, like, you can't get that trigger this turn. But every turn at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase.
Can I have the stats of the creature you have down, please? Because I can't read them.
2/3 flyer.
So I'm going to attack with Grumgully. Try to attack with Grumgully, sorry. Move to combat phase, try to attack with Grumgully.
Take 3.
Okay. And I will end turn.
Okay. Next. Oh my fucking god, are you serious? Yeah, this is over too.
Are you sure?
Yes. I started this game with 2 planes in my hand.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the math. Oh, so yeah, I could do 11 damage to you next. No, I could do 8 damage to you next turn. Yeah.
I have 5 planes on the board. I have another fucking planes in my goddamn hand. I have drawn 4 fucking planes in 7 turns. Over 50% of my draws have been land.
I'd be curious to reverse the decks. I mean, it's theoretically possible that you could come back still. Like,
not really. That deck is, like I said, it's better than this one. This deck has a chance in the first few turns if I can get out really quick and get in under your ramp. But once you start bringing out bigger shit than I can handle, like Clothis alone, the game is over.
Pretty much.
Not even pretty much. Like, I cannot...
So there's nothing in your hand that you could draw that could protect you in your library, I mean?
No, I mean, I can... I have answers to single creatures. Yes, maybe, no, maybe. But it's like, it's not... Well, okay. Clothis himself, I cannot deal with. Indestructible, I may have an exile card in here, but I'm not sure. Actually, no, I do. Because I already exiled Urnesian Boar with it.
Yeah.
So, yes, that gets around Indestructible. I can exile it. But I just used that, and I needed to on the Boar. Because fucking 10 damage.
Yeah.
And forced block. I can't even... Like, I cannot come back from this. And a part of it is the fact that, yes, that deck is just stronger than this one. A part of it is I mulligan down to 5 cards and started out behind the 8 ball. And a part of it is I drew really shitty after that. But none of that matters. The fact of the matter is, from this point, there is no way forward.
Okay. When you resign in Magic, do you have to give the reason, or can you just say resign and
No, you don't even really have to say anything. You just pick up your fucking cards and start shuffling.
Oh.
Like, as soon as you start picking up your cards, everyone knows what the fuck is going on. Like, it's...
Some people play every game out to the death.
Some do, yes, but also, like, it really depends also on the decks that you're playing. And there are some decks that will always go all the way, like combo decks. Combo decks, you pretty much have to play out, at least to the final turn. Like, once I get to the point where, especially in certain infinite combos, like, I can just start the combo, and as soon as you see that all of the pieces are there, you might, especially, like, in a tournament that matters against an opponent you don't know, always make them go through the full iteration of the combo twice.
Okay.
Because they can fuck it up.
Yeah.
And you can get a free win that you didn't earn that way.
Okay.
But generally speaking, when you see the combo complete, you just move on to the next game.
Okay.
But until that happens, you will never resign to a combo deck. Because unless you hit that piece that you need, you can't win. Combo decks typically do not have a strong non-combo way to win because they're all in on their combo. Control decks are another one that you don't resign when you're playing control unless it's like almost any circumstance you don't want to resign with control.
So take into account here that most of the Magic that I played, we were young, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't necessarily get the nuances as much, so we were playing punch you in the face decks.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the heart of Magic, and that's what Magic is to the vast majority of the player base. Mm-hmm. I'm talking as someone who has more than dipped a toe into the competitive side of things.
Well, I can tell. You have a very, I mean, like, I feel like if I was playing against you and we were not friends of the tournament, you'd probably come off as kind of an asshole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because you wouldn't be explaining shit to me. You'd be expecting me to know this, right?
Well, I would explain... And okay. I always try very hard not to be an asshole to my opponent. However, I will also make it very clear, and especially throughout play, As a person, I like you just fine. As a planeswalker, fuck you, get off my lawn.
Yeah, unless it's a kid, I guess, right?
And
Even then.
that's where it becomes hard because I have a very difficult time playing down.
No, you shouldn't play down ever.
Or like holding back anything like that. Like even like teaching someone how to play, I'm still going balls to the wall. I'm still trying to fucking win. And that's also why, like, when it's lost, I have no interest in continuing to play. I'll just fucking resign, move to the next game. But I'm going to give you a deck that is significantly better than mine. And that way I can lay the fuck into you as hard as I can, and I still can't win. Like, if I brought either one of these decks up against my Merfolk deck, it does not matter what fucking happens. They're not going to win. There's just such a difference in power level. And that's intentional. Like, that's why there's different formats.
Right. But one question that arises here, though, is if you were teaching someone for the first time to play, right? Like, not me who's played before who has some experience. Would you have still resigned? Would you have told them, I should resign here, but let's play it through so you'll see why?
That exactly. Like, if it's a first time game or something like that, then I'm gonna say, I resign. Like, at this point, the game is over. There is no point in continuing. However, yes, we would play it out.
Okay.
Just so they can see how it goes, and also see how I knew at that point, yeah, it's over. Yeah. And in all honesty, I wait a lot longer than a lot of people before I resign, because I've always got hope in that next draw. And yet there are also times where I'll resign a lot faster than anybody else, especially if I'm already tilting.
I don't think I would resign in any game. Is that rude in the etiquette of Magic?
It really depends on the matchup. Because, so each round, right, it's a best of 3.
Yeah.
And you are limited to 55 minutes.
Okay.
To get those 3 games in.
So could someone not resign as a delaying tactic?
Exactly. And that is when it starts to be kind of looked down upon.
Yeah.
And there's a fine line, and there's no rule against it. But especially if you start to slow down your play as well, you're just making the game take longer to not finish it. And it's especially prevalent when, like, say you won game 1.
Yeah.
But you're in a matchup where you know that your opponent's sideboard is really strong against you. And game 2 is not going very well. So all of a sudden, after turn like 5 or 6, you start taking 3 minutes per turn.
Can an umpire ever...
Oh yeah, no, you can absolutely lose a game for slow play. Like, ref can get called on that. But it's one of those fine line judgment call types of things, and it's all in the ref's power. But
if it was a complicated hand, it could be legitimate that you need...
Exactly. And that's why it's a judgment call thing, because a lot of... And if it's, a single decision that you think about for a minute or two, no one's going to bat an eye at that. At least depending on what you actually do afterwards. If you're thinking for a minute or two about whether or not to play a basic land, probably a pretty obvious fucking choice on turn 6. Like, I'm not saying it's that cut and dry either, though, because there are times where whether or not to play a land is a legitimate question. Sometimes that extra mana on the board is not going to help you at all, and just holding a card in your hand makes your opponent think. Particularly if any of the mana you have available is blue.
Okay, now I'm following.
I've definitely made a lot of decks where draw go is the intent of the deck. This is not one of them. That's why it was so annoying. And this, honestly, this entire matchup, like, we really did not have a good game of those three. Your deck failed, or my deck failed, your deck failed, my deck failed.
The first match was probably the best of the three, I'd say, right?
No.
No?
No. I never got a chance to actually get anything going. And you did. Like, it's not anything that anybody did wrong either. It's, you didn't get your best possible hand, but you got a great hand. And I got a meh. Mm-hmm. And then you got good draws, and I got shit draws.
Okay.
And then there's kind of the reverse in the second game. Like, in the second game, you actually got a pretty strong starting hand, but not drawing your second land until turn 4 really fucked you.
Yes.
Because, I mean, yeah, 1 land and 3 1-mana dorks, that is an absolute keep. You made the right decision to play that. It's not like the first game where I said I shouldn't play this, but I'm going to. Mm-hmm. With that deck, 1 forest and 3 dorks, that is absolutely a keepable hand. Like, you did right. That's what you want to see. The only thing better is, honestly, like, 1 forest, 2 dorks, and 1 mountain, because you need a red source. You don't need a lot of red, but you need 1.
Yeah. Hey, question for you.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know Veterans Day? Are they going to observe it on Friday or Monday?
No fucking clue. Wait, the 11th is Saturday? Then it'll probably be Friday.
Oh, really? Because in Canada, it's going to be Monday.
I'm guessing.
Oh, it's right the day after the Marine Corps birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
That's every year. November 10th, November 11th.
What's the federal holidays? November 11th, okay.
Yeah, Marine Corps birthday, of course, is not. Nobody cares about that except Marines. Oh my god, it's after fucking 3 a.m. already. God damn.
Well, they are going to observe it on Friday in the U.S. Fuck. Hey, this complicates things for me.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing, because I think if it's Saturday, it goes Friday. If it's Sunday, it goes Monday.
Oh, it's always observed to the closest regular work day. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I would think.
That's most federal employees. That's for federal employees. So that's how they do it. Okay. So Saturdays are Fridays. And I think in Canada, we just default to the Monday. For some reason.
Interesting. Good to know.
No, because I'm trying to figure out if I can do a wire transfer on Friday or not.
Ah.
Because I need to talk to the guy now.
Stop streaming.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you don't have to, but you're showing up. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, I'll stop.
Actually, boom, there we go. Now you're not. I just invisibilified you.
Yeah, but I'm still streaming. There. Will wire transfers work on Friday? Yo. So Remembrance Day in Canada is being celebrated on Monday, the 13th, but it's being celebrated Friday the 10th in the U.S. My withdrawal day is set to Friday. Any way of checking if your payment processor will be processing this Friday? There we go.
Alrighty, y'all. It is 3:15 in the morning, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you so much for hanging. As always, I have been Rick. You've been on the mountain. It has been a wonderful time. Thank you to Kevin for joining us and Hollow for a couple of minutes. Thank you to all y'all out there in the crowd. And, as always, keep kicking ass, because you are